Hi there, my name is Lincoln Noel, and I have got wedding tip number 2, communication. This is huge. If you are getting married, make sure that you clearly, and I mean clearly with a capital C, communicate with all the important people involved with your wedding ceremony. Communicate with your bridesmaids, especially your flower girls. Tell your children, and it has to come from you. It only goes wrong with bridesmaids when there are too many people involved. The communication must come from the bride and groom. Preferably, if it's a heterosexual situation, the bride, because the bride will walk in with the attendants. So explain very clearly to the flower girls where you want them to stand, when you want them to walk, where you want them to walk to, and where you want them to stand. Make sure that's clear. Don't tell their parents, tell them, because children are used to being told very clearly what to do. You only have to watch their nativity plays. They practice the walking in and the walking out time and time again. Once you have explained clearly and there are no other interfering voices, the children will know. Then tell your big bridesmaids. Now they are the ones who will go wrong. The children, if you've spoken to your children, they will be fine. Adults, explain what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. Better still, go to the place and walk the walk, so that everybody knows, so that on the big day, as the person getting married, you can concentrate on yourself. The other people I want to tell you about, your parents. Tell your parents what they need to do, if they need to do anything. So if you are being escorted in by your parents, tell them what's going to happen. Not on the day, well in advance, so they know. Anybody that's reading in your ceremony, explain to them when they are going to read and tell them where they are going to stand. Witnesses, this is a big one. If you have asked somebody to be a witness, make sure that you communicate clearly to them that they are going to do that job, and their role will be to stand beside you when you say the contracting words, and then they will be called up by name by the registrar to sign the documents. Finally, explain clearly to your photographer, and if you have one, a videographer, everything that is going on in the ceremony. You'd be surprised how many weddings I've turned up to and the photographer looks at me and says, "Who are you?" Tell your photographer what's going on, who's going to do what, because you are paying him, her, them to photograph everything that rattles, rolls, moves, shakes. And you want it recorded. If they don't know it's happening, they can't be in the position they want to be to record it on film and on the moving picture. Finally, best man. Whatever the best man has got to do, please communicate clearly to him, her, best person, best man, what they have to do. Now, the reason why I'm saying all this, these sound like very, very simple tasks, but once somebody has got something to do on a wedding day, suddenly they treat it as if they're going to have to give a soliloquy in a blockbuster movie. It suddenly becomes big, and human nature, the intensity, the excitement, it plays tricks with people's minds. So make a list of all of the important people who are partaking in your ceremony. Speak to them separately, explain clearly, and make sure that you, and only you, are the only person that communicates that information. In my experience, when things go wrong, it's because there were too many voices. It's your day. You're the only show in town. You do the communicados. Have a great day.